There was a time when the world was dark. Cold winds ruled the mountains, and humans lived like shadows, hungry, silent, afraid of the night. The gods had fire, the gods had power, and mortals had nothing. But one among the immortals looked down and felt something the gods had long forgotten: compassion. His name was Prometheus. And this is the story of how one spark changed the destiny of mankind. In the beginning, humans wandered through endless winters. They huddled in caves, praying to stars they did not understand. The flame, that living light, belonged only to Olympus, guarded by Zeus, the king of gods. Fire meant creation, progress, and knowledge. To Zeus, it also meant defiance. If humans have fire, he said, they will become like us. And so, he forbade it. Prometheus watched mankind suffer. He had shaped them from clay with his own hands, fragile, trembling, and hopeful. They need warmth, he thought. They need a chance. So, one silent night, as the heavens slept, Prometheus climbed the heights of Mount Olympus. He reached for the sacred flame, a piece of the sun itself, and hid it inside a hollow reed. Then, like a thief of light, he descended from the clouds and placed that spark into human hands. The world changed. Darkness fled. The first fires roared across the earth. For the first time, man could cook, build, dream, create. And Zeus awoke to the glow of rebellion. The thunder rolled. The sky split open. Zeus, furious, called upon the other gods. "Prometheus has betrayed Olympus," he roared. "He must be punished, not for theft, but for teaching men to think." Prometheus was chained to a lonely cliff in the Caucasus Mountains. Each day an eagle, the servant of Zeus, tore at his liver. Each night his wounds healed, only to be torn again at dawn. The punishment was endless. The fire he had given to humanity burned below, while his own suffering burned above. Centuries passed. Empires rose and fell. But the story of Prometheus lived on, whispered by poets, retold by philosophers, feared by kings. They said he represented the mind that questions, the soul that dares, the heart that disobeys for love. Fire was more than warmth. It was knowledge. And knowledge is the one thing gods have always feared losing. In some versions, Zeus eventually relented. The hero Heracles freed Prometheus, breaking his chains with a single arrow. But even in freedom, Prometheus bore the scars of his defiance. Humanity, meanwhile, never forgot him. Every time we light a fire, every time a new idea sparks in the dark, it is Prometheus we remember. So the next time you see the flicker of a candle, think of the immortal who risked everything for that light, the one who defied the gods, so that we could become more than shadows. This was the story of Prometheus, the fire bringer. You've been listening to Story Voyage. Subscribe and join me next time as we travel through another tale, where myth meets memory and history becomes legend.